Hi everyone, this video is going to show you some important reminders about our new POS system, ExpressPoint. At this point I've already logged in, so this is the first screen that you will see once you do that. And I'm going to click on Open Service. This is going to start our service before either breakfast or lunch. When you click on Open Service, your cash register drawer will automatically open and it wants you to count any money you have. So if you have 3 $1 bills, you would go to the bill side and hit 3 for ones, and you can see at the bottom down here it does calculate it. I do understand that most people don't have any money in their drawer, so I'm going to go ahead and open this one as $0, which is fine if that is what your drawer has. So I'm going to click on Open Service, and as you can see, we don't have a menu right now, so we do have to tell it what menu we want to use. Today is Tuesday. We are serving breakfast, so I'm going to click on menu. I'm currently logged into a CEP school, so I'm going to click CEP High Breakfast. If you are not a CEP school, then you would select either the regular high breakfast or the middle breakfast. But we're going to do CEP breakfast and close that out, and now it populates our menu. We have our breakfast button, an a la carte entree, a la carte milk, a la carte juice carton, and then drinks. So if you do sell Dole drinks or something, you can click on drinks. And you have to, as you can see, you have to have a student PIN number entered first before you do that. But we will play with that later. So a student comes through and they enter their PIN number on the PIN pad and they pop up. So this student has no money in their account, but because we're a CEP school, they're not going to be charged anything. So I'm okay. You can see that the breakfast automatically pops up here. I don't have to add it to each student. It's automatically there. So this student is good to go. I confirm that this is Barrington standing in front of me, confirm that he has a reimbursable meal, and then I click charge. And the next student comes through and enters their number. So Frida also has no money on her account, but because we're a CEP school, if that's okay, the breakfast is there. Confirm, confirm, charge. Next student also has no money, but that's all right. Confirm, confirm, and charge. And the students just keep coming through. Now this student does have money in her account, so if she wants to get an a la carte item, she can. So at breakfast, if you do sell a la carte drinks, that's fine. So say she wants to get an apple juice, so I click add, and it adds the apple juice with the price. So now I can click charge. The next student comes through. As you can see, this student does have a negative balance, so they would not be able to purchase a la carte. If I'm going to try to add an apple juice, and it'll add there, but if I try to charge, it's not going to let this person charge because they have no money in their account to buy that apple juice. So I'm going to go back and just take the apple juice off, and now I can charge the student a breakfast. The student also has no money in their account, but because they are CEP school, that is okay. But say they still want to buy a drink. So now they owe me $2.75. That's what they're currently negative $2.75. So if they want to buy the Appleseed juice, that's how much they're going to have to pay. So if they do want to make a payment, then I can click this pay button down at the bottom, and I'm going to say that they're paying $2.75. So that means you can see that their change, well, it'll deposit the extra $1.25 into their account, but that's what's going to make their account 0. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this transaction. But we're going to go back into the student to show you that she now has a 0 balance because that $1.25 went into her account to take care of her negative balance. Another thing I wanted to show you is you can see under her picture, it's the red previous meal. So, and you can also see that there is no breakfast meal down here because she's already gotten one. I can click on this red previous meal and it'll tell me that she got a breakfast and an apple juice. It'll tell me what time. It'll tell me what register. But if she did want to buy a second meal, I could click the breakfast meal. It'll say, this is going to be a second meal. Are you sure you want to continue? And if I hit yes, then it's going to add it and it's going to charge her for that breakfast. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this and not charge her an extra breakfast. Going on to the next person, has plenty of money in their account, but say they don't want a breakfast. Say they just want a adult apple juice. So I'm going to X the breakfast off of their account so that we're not charged for their breakfast. And I'm going to my drinks, and say they want adult orange juice. I'm going to add the orange juice. She has money in her account, so she is okay, and I click charge. This one gets a breakfast. They also want an orange juice, so I add that. They're good to go. So I click charge. So this person is an adult, and the way I can tell that is they have no grade. Their ID number also starts with FAC, which would be for faculty, and they also don't have a picture. So those are just little hints to tell you that they are not not a student, that they are an adult. Another way I know they're an adult is because the meal did not populate down here. So they don't have any money in their account, so they would have to buy their breakfast or whatever a la carte item they might want as well. So say they would like a breakfast. So I click the breakfast button, and it doesn't matter that it says CEP breakfast. It's still going to charge this adult the $2 that it is, because the system knows they're an adult, not a student. So they are going to have to make a payment. So I'm going to put pay down here at the bottom and say they just hand me $2. So I'm just going to hit $2. It tells me they gave me $2 right here. They don't owe any money, or they're not due any change. So then I can just complete that transaction, and that adult can go on their way. So this is also another adult. We can tell because they have no grade, they have no picture, and then also there is no meal populated down there. So this is the same way. If they want a breakfast, you would have breakfast. They actually have money in their account, so they don't need to make a payment. They're good to go. I would hit charge. So once all your students come through the line and you are done for service, if you are done with just breakfast, you would come over here to these 3 lines in the top left-hand corner, and you would just sign out. I'm going to go ahead and show you. It's going to tell you that you have an open session. It's going to ask you to close the session, but we're not going to close the session yet because we're not done with our lunch service yet. This was just breakfast, so I'm going to hit continue, and it's going to log me out.